Welcome to this online yoga class. My name is Natalie. I will lead you through a 45 minutes Vinyasa yoga class. This class is suited for all levels. All my poses are suggestions. You can always change a pose according to your own needs. Today's theme will be the full body. We're going to do different poses, the opening hips, some twists, some hamstrings. So we're targeting the full body today. Let's start. Come and sit on your mat. Make sure your legs are relaxed. Your spine is tall. And close your eyes. Focus on your breath and take long and deep breaths in and out through the nose. If you're familiar with Ujjayi breath, you can start. If you're not familiar yet with it, focus on breathing in and out through the nose the whole class. For Ujjayi breath, tighten the back of the throat just a little bit and kind of suck in the air through your windpipe. This Ujjayi breath will help you warm up your body faster. And the hissing sound is louder than your thoughts, so it can be quite meditative. Then it's time to lift your pelvic floor muscles and pull in your lower abdominals. We call these Mula and Uddiyana Bandha in yoga philosophy. They help support your lower back in some of the poses and keep your energy inside your body. Trying to make every in and exhalation of equal length. And while you do that, you can set your intention now. What would you like to focus on today? And gently open your eyes and start to move with your breath. On your inhalation, bring your arms up. On your exhalation, bring them down. And really follow your breath. So only when you inhale, you bring them up. And only when you start to exhale, you bring them down. Last time. Inhale. And exhale. And let's bring our hands on our shoulders and make big circles with your elbows all the way up and back and down, the biggest circles you can make. And on the inhalation, make the top part of the circle, and exhale, elbows, bottom part of the circle. And after you've done 3 rounds, one side, also do the other side. You'll notice that your shoulders will actually warm up nicely, lubricating the joints. Last one. And now let's place our right hand on the left knee. I'll be your mirror image. Sit up tall and move. Rotate your upper body from the navel upwards. And gaze over your left shoulder for one more breath here. And then towards the other side, opposite hand on knee, lengthen and rotate. So mostly in the chest area. Gaze over your shoulder, one more deep breath here. And come to center. Now interlace your fingers behind your back. Bring your chest forward, shoulders back and down. And exhale, release. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Then place your hands on the floor and slide them forward as far as you can, stretching out through your arms and fingers. And from here, slowly come on all fours. Hands under your shoulders, knees under your hips, fingers widely spread, middle fingers facing forward. Push up from the floor and inhale, open your chest forward, lift your tailbone. Exhale, push out your spine towards the ceiling. And again, inhale. Use the whole inhalation to move. And exhale, keep moving while you exhale. Now from a neutral spine, wag your tail as if you're a dog, opening your lower back and hips more. And then from here, we're going to move into child's pose. So bring your big toes together, hips to heels, maybe a bit more higher than me like this. That's fine. If you can rest your forehead on the floor and turn it gently from left to right as if you're massaging your forehead. Focus on your breath, nice deep breaths. Notice how your rib cage is expanding on the inhalation and coming back to center on your exhalation. And then from here, we're going to move into downward dog. So from all fours, tuck your toes under, hips to heels. Push away from the floor, from the base of your index finger and thumb. Bring the sitting bones up to the sky. And really stretch out your arms and your spine. So it's okay if your knees are a little bit bent. Over time, you might be able to straighten the legs, but more importantly, straighten, lengthen the spine. 3 more breaths here. So keep moving your chest towards your big toes. 1, 2, and 3. And slowly walk your feet forward. Place them hip distance apart. Cross your arms, bend your knees, and hang out. Gently sway from left to right, massaging your lower back in some ways by stretching it and feeling the opening in the back of your legs. Then let your arms dangle, bend your knees a little bit more, bring the hips tiny bit more towards the back, and then slowly start to roll up, pressing the feet into the floor. And then when you're standing up straight, bring the feet together, hands on the hips, and then push your hips a little bit more forward and lift up through the chest. And you can support your lower back with your hands, opening the chest towards the ceiling. And then come stand up straight. We'll continue to warm up with sun salutations. Inhale, bring your arms up. And exhale, slowly bow forward. Inhale, lift your chest, look up. And exhale, jump or step back. And choose cobra or upward dog. And exhale, pull from the navel up, from the core muscles, and pressing through the hands into downward dog. 5 breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Look towards your hands, jump or step in between. Inhale, lift your chest halfway, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up, pressing the feet down, lifting your arms. And exhale, bringing your arms down. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One. Two. Three. Four. And five. Look towards your hands, jump a step in between. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. And exhale, bring your arms down. Let's start with 2 standing poses. I'll be your mirror image. So let's lift the right knee up. And then bring it to the side and place the foot on the inside of the leg. It can also be lower, like with the toes on the floor or at your calf. If it's against the knee, don't press against it. If it's above the knee, the foot and the leg have equal pressure into each other. Now stand up tall, press the standing foot down into the floor, but lift up through the crown as well. And choose either hands in front of heart or bring your arms up. Let's stay here for 3 more breaths. 1, 2, and 3. Bring your hands in front of heart, knee to the front, and step it down. Other side. Knee up and open to the side. Place the foot at your desired height. You see, I'm very wobbly today. You don't always have the same kind of balance every day. It's totally fine. Whenever you come out of the pose, you only have to come back into it. Focus on a point that doesn't move, that will help you, and also lengthening in both directions will help. So pressing the standing foot down, but lifting up through the crown, pulling in your lower abdominals and lifting your pelvic floor will also help you. And a nice deep breath. One more deep breath here. And bring your hand back in front of your heart, knee forward. In the next pose, there's a couple of options. The first one is like this, holding onto your leg, supporting your knee and your foot. The next step could be holding your leg like this. The next step could be reaching behind, grabbing your elbow, and gently letting the knee hang down. So over time, the knees will come next to each other, but you shouldn't have to push it. So let gravity do the work for you. Like my knee is not so low, and I'm not gonna push it from the inside of my body. I'm just gonna let gravity bring it down very gently over time. Stand up nice and tall, deep breaths, 2 more breaths. 1. And 2. And bring the knee back up and place the foot down. Other side. So choose an option here, here, or here. There's even a next option where you actually bow forward. So for the advanced yogis, you can even go 1 step further than I'm showing now. 3 more breaths. 1. 2. And 3. On your next inhale, lift the knee, place the foot down, and come step in front of your yoga mat for a vinyasa. Inhale, bring your arms up. Exhale, slowly bow forward. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Cobra or Upward Dog. Exhale, Downward Facing Dog. Now from here, on the inhalation, we're going to straighten the right leg up. And then exhale, bringing the knee from one elbow to the other and back. 3 times. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, use your core strength. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And then from here, step your right foot forward. If it doesn't get in between your hands in one go, you can take another step like this. Then bring your upper body up. Keep the left heel from the floor. And then on the inhalation, straighten your legs. And exhale, bend the right knee and rotate your upper body, not your hips. Here we go. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Now we're going to come up and then from here go into your normal warrior B stance. I'll show you from this side so we can see each other. The heels can be on the same line. Make sure you open up the hips. Upper body is vertical, shoulders above the hips. And then from here, on the inhalation, we're going to come into reverse warrior with your chest lifting up. Exhale, warrior B. And then the upper body moves again. Inhale to the side. And then exhale, back. 3 times. Inhale, chest forward and up. Exhale, chest to side. Inhale, stretch out from your foot to your fingers. And exhale, upper body up. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Now from here, we're going to bring both our arms down to the floor. And we're going to step into a high plank. So from here, we're going to go into side plank. You can do it with straight legs, but you can also bring the knee down if it's too much. Let's do it. Come on the right side for 3 breaths. 1, choose your option. 2, and 3. Roll back. So make sure you make a long line from your heels to the crown of your head, and then go towards the other side, on the side of your foot, or with the left knee on the floor. 3 breaths. 1, 2, and 3. And then push it out into downward dog for 3 breaths. So we can continue to the other side. 1, really stretch out your arms and your spine. 2, and 3. Inhale, lift your left leg. Exhale, knee to the elbows and rotate. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, straight. Inhale. Exhale. And step the left foot forward. Slowly come up. Right heel off the floor. Arms up. Inhale, straighten legs. Exhale, bend the left knee and rotate. Hips stay where they are. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, and now exhale into your warrior B. Let me show it from this side. Inhale, reverse warrior, chest forward and up. Exhale, chest to the side, upper body straight. Inhale, reach into your fingertips. And exhale, upper body up. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now from here, you're going to bring your hand to the floor. You're going to come onto your belly and you're going to choose if you want to be in cobra, like this for 3 breaths, or if you have the strength to come up in upward dog. 3 breaths. 1, open the chest, shoulders towards your heels. 2, and 3. From here, knees down, and push yourself out into child's pose. If you can, forehead on the floor, or it can be in the air. Knees a little bit wider than your hips, big toes touching. And focus on your rib cage. Feel the expansion on the inhalation. The ribs coming back to center on your exhalation. And make your in and exhalation of equal length. Very slow, deep breath. 2 more. 1. And 2. And slowly come back on all fours. Tuck your toes under and come back into your downward facing dog. I'm going to start with my left leg here so I can show you better, but please feel free to start with your right leg. So my left leg is going to come forward. My right heel is going to come in. So my heels are on one line. We're going to do triangle pose where my upper body is above my left leg. So this could be your right leg if you chose the other side. So not here, but above your leg. If you can, the hand is on the floor. If that's too far, it can be somewhere here on your shin. What's important is that you lengthen the spine and that you stack your hips on top of each other, your shoulders on top of each other. And then if you can, look up. If that's too much tension in the neck, you can look to the side or down. 3 more breaths. 1. So really bring that top hip up and the shoulders above each other. 2. And 3. Look towards the floor. I like to bend my knee here and then slowly come up from pressing the feet down. Now we're going to continue with the feet parallel, like this. If you like to have a shoulder opener, you can interlace your fingers behind you or grab your elbows. If you want a gentler version, you can keep your hands on your hips. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, fold forward, so either with hands on hips or your arms interlaced or crossed. Now make sure your weight is not only on the heels, but also on the balls of the feet. Your knees are not overstretched, always a gentle bend in the knee. And then if your arms are like mine, don't push them. Let gravity slowly bring them away from your back. Breathe into the areas where you feel the stretch. And then let's stay here for 3 more deep breaths. 1. 2. And 3. Press the feet down, lift your Mula Bandha, your pelvic floor, and pull in your lower abdominals, Uddiyana Bandha, and slowly come up. Not too fast, or you might get dizzy. Roll your shoulders. And then we have the other side left, the triangle pose. So for me, my right foot is going out like this. It might be your left foot if you started on the right already. Arms like this. For me, it's my left hip. So the back hip to the side, and then I'm gonna bend to the side over my leg. Stack your hips on top of each other. So this top hip is moving back, so it's up. Stretch out your arms. 3 more breaths. 1, 2, and 3. Look down. If you want, bend the knee. Press the feet down. Slowly come up and stand in front of your mat. Take a moment here in Tadasana, mountain pose, with your eyes closed, to stand up tall. And I would like you to focus on feeling confident. Feel how strong you are, how confident you are. And then slowly open the eyes and inhale, bring your arms up, vinyasa. Exhale, slowly bow forward. Inhale, lift your chest, and exhale, jump or step back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And now we're gonna come to a sitting pose. If you can jump through your arms, you can do it. Otherwise, you cross your ankles and you gently come. Sit. So for all levels, there is something today. Make sure your sitting bones are on the floor. Maybe you want to lift the fleshy part of your bum. Flex your feet, toes towards you. And then it might be that you're sitting like this. Then you might like to bring your hands here and kind of try to push you up straight like this. So if without hands you go like this is your pose. You could also bend the knees slightly to make it easier, but you would like to feel some stretch in the back of your leg. Then if you can come forward from tilting your pelvis, not from puking. And this looks to me like you're puking with the arch here. So make a long spine here. That's it. Now let's focus on the big toes, staring in the distance to your toes for 4 more deep breaths. 1, 2, 3, and 4. In the inhalation, slowly come sit up. I'm going to open the front of our body. A few options. The first one is like this, opening the chest, supporting you on your hands like this, not too much weight. If you can support more weight on your hands and wrists, you can come into table, or if you can do level 3, you come into the full Pufottanasana pose. Here we go, 3 breaths, your option. 1, 2, and 3. Slowly lower your legs, cross your ankles, bring your hands in front of the hips and try to lift off the floor. You are allowed to do this on your wrists if you need to do that for you. If that's possible, try it on your toes. If that's possible, try it on one toe. If that works without your toes. And straighten the legs. Well done. That's some deep core muscles there. We're gonna continue to the next pose. Obviously, you will stretch the back of your leg here, but it might be that it looks like this for you with a little bit more bend knee and you're holding it here. That's totally fine. Or here, so wherever you are, make sure you lengthen the spine. You straighten the leg as much as possible for you. And flex the left foot. And then gaze towards your right big toe for 2 more breaths. 1. And 2. And then from here, place that right foot on the floor. And then we're going to rotate the upper body. So you could do it with kind of hugging your leg, sitting up tall and rotating. You could also try to do it with your elbow on the outside of the leg. Maybe you can even wrap around and grab your hand. So whatever level you are, here or here, choose your level, sit up straight and rotate the upper body. So not the hips, only from, let's say, the chest upwards, you rotate. Look over your right shoulder for 2 more breaths. 1. And 2. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, come back. Other side, left foot. Make sure you're not round, but you have a tall, long spine here. Straighten the leg as much as possible for 3 more breaths. 1. 2. And 3. And again, on this side, you can wrap around the leg. You can bring your elbow to the outside, or you might be able to wrap and grab behind your back. Choose your own option and stay there for 3 more breaths. 1. 2. And 3. Inhale, look forward, and exhale, straighten the legs. Now, let's bring the legs like we did in the beginning, in the easy seated pose. And then if you can, we're gonna open the chest and the hips. So you can either choose to only open the chest like this, or if you can, open the hips like this for 3 breaths. 1. 2. And 3. Then gently sit down. Let me show the next poses from this view. Now let's straighten the right leg. Let me do it in mirror image. It's easier. So your right leg. We're gonna bend to the side over the leg. You might have to put your arm here on your upper part of your leg and then bring your arm over your head. Let it rest and bring that elbow up to the sky. Maybe you can go further and reach all the way for your toes. So wherever you are, it is fine. Don't go down like this. Open up, just elbow towards the ceiling for 2 more breaths. 1. And 2. Inhale, slowly come up. Now straighten both legs. So if you can do the split and open all the way, but if it's 90 degrees, that's already perfect. Make sure the toes and the knees are pointing up. You can also do this with a slight bend in the knee, just like the other pose with the legs straight together. You might be falling backwards, and then you can push yourself up, and then you should already feel the stretch on the inside of the thighs. You might be more flexible, and then you go further. So just find out where you are in the pose. Remember, it's not a competition. This yoga class is for you to enjoy, just for you. 4 more breaths here. 1, so keep lengthening your spine and knees and toes towards the ceiling. 2, 3, and 4. Slowly come back up. And then we're going to go to the other side. For me, I have to now bend my left knee, but I was mirror image for you, so it might be your right leg now. Also make sure the knee is relaxed, so you might have to put the foot a little bit more forward or back, or place something under the knee so it's nice, feeling nice inside. Okay, for me, my right, and for you, your left, I hope. Then make sure your chest is not facing the floor, but you're moving it up, 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 up. So less is more, they say. If I just put my elbow on my leg here, it's easier to make this rotation. So I don't have to go so far or deep into the pose to already have a really good result. 3 more breaths. 1, 2, and 3. Inhale, slowly come up, and exhale, come for the next pose. We're gonna do shoulder stand. If it's your first time, make sure to look at me how to do it before you go into it, because you should only look up towards the ceiling in this pose. So in beginning, it might be like this, hands in your lower back and your knees towards your elbows. And over time, you might be able to straighten the legs up, flex your toes, so the balls of the feet want to touch the ceiling, and you're bringing your legs together, so your bum and leg muscles are tight. And you're working towards bringing your hips above your shoulders. You can even walk your hands a little bit further up. Now, really important here is that your neck is free from the ground. So maybe your chin has to come a little bit more up or down. And I forgot to tell you before this pose that if you have your period in yoga philosophy, you don't have to do this pose then. Then you could just do a nice lying pose where you open your hips. Sorry that I told that a bit late today. Okay, back to shoulder stand for those that can. 3 more breaths. 1. So the body will take over the breath more here. You don't have to make a really deep ujjayi breath anymore. 2. And 3. And then everybody comes to the pose where we're lying down, soles of the feet together, knees to the side, and then bring your arms under your legs or close to your body. Then press your elbows in the floor, lifting your chest off the floor, and let your head roll towards your nose. My bun was in the way. Sometimes you have a hairstyle that's not handy for this pose. So make sure your chest is off the floor, but you're supported on your hips and the top part of your head. 1 more breath here, and then push your elbows in the floor, chin to chest, and lie down. Let's bring the knees together, bring your arms wider to the side for a nice gentle rotation in the lower back. If you want it more intense, you can cross the left leg over the right. Otherwise, they stay next to each other, the legs. Let the legs roll onto the floor to the right, and then breathe into your left chest and shoulder. It doesn't have to touch the floor. You can also make it more intense by bringing the knees more up. You can place that hand on top, for example. The head can go to the left, right, or facing up. Now focus on your lower back. Feel the rotation and stretch in all the muscles and tissues on either side of your spine. Have 2 nice deep breaths into this area. 1. And 2. Bring the knees back up. Lie nice and straight. And then let's do the other side. You can also cross one leg over. If you don't like this extra stretch here in your chest and shoulder area, you can also bring your arm up by your ear and place it on your hips. So do what feels good. This is not about going really, really far in a pose. This is more the cooling down part where we just gently Let any tension that's left leave the body. And slowly prepare for the last part. Before we do the last pose, let's do one more hip opener, which is called Happy Baby Pose. So in this pose, you want to bring your heels towards the ceiling so the heels are above the knees, so not like this, but like this. Now, if you can reach your feet, you're going to pull on the feet. If you can't, you can grab your shins or ankles and try and pull your legs down. So make sure your top part of your hip on the back is touching the floor, so not like this. And then your shoulder blades are on the floor, your head. And let all the tension in your hips release whenever you exhale. 2 more breaths. 1. And 2. Then from here, we're going to prepare for Shafasana. Let me scoop up my mat a little bit. I'll show you how Shafasana looks in the beginning, and after a while, I will sit up so I can read a story towards the end, but you can remain lying down. So in Shafasana, traditionally your legs are straight like I have them, and your feet are a little bit wider than your hips. If you have a sore back, you could place your feet on the floor and let the knees gently touch. That could be nice. If you don't want to lie down, you could also do this last pose sitting. And you can also choose to open your eyes and stare at the point on the ceiling if you're not comfortable with closing your eyes. If you are, then you close your eyes now. And let's roll the toes, the big toes together and to the side a few times. And then let them roll out. So the hips are wide and relaxed, just like your legs. Then let's do the same with our arms. Bring the hand palms up, hand palms down. And then letting them rest with the hand palms facing up. Then let's lift the chest just a little bit. Shoulder blades come closer together and then you lie down. So you're lying fully on your shoulder blades. Collarbones nice and wide. Then bring your head from one side to the other. Chin to chest. And lie your head back down. So your neck and shoulder muscles are relaxed. Then relax your face. Start with relaxing your tongue in the back of your throat. Relaxing your lips. Your mouth can be closed or half open. Relaxing your nose and nostrils. Relaxing your cheeks and ears. Relaxing your eyes and eyelids. Relaxing your forehead. And relaxing all the skin on your head. Your body is fully relaxed now. The body has taken over the breath. You don't have to think about it or change your breath. You now want to become an observer. So not doing anything anymore, but being present, focusing on the now. Let's do that by practicing focusing on the breath. So noticing how your breath goes in and out of your body without changing it, just observing how the body moves, where you can feel it. And I'll let you practice that for the next minute. And then my voice will return. I will now read a short story about mindfulness. Done is better than perfect. Many people suffer from analysis paralysis. That's the tendency to think and think, plan, but never do. The thinking and feeling part is essential. Locating and befriending our inner knowing is always step one. It's also mindfulness 101. But my God, we're made to interact in and with the world. We have senses that capture what is going on outside us. We have miraculous bodies that give us the capacity to do so much. We have speech. We have language to express what we're thinking and feeling. Internal pondering and feeling, external action. If you're living in the now seesaw, tips too much in either direction, it's time to rebalance. So now think to yourself, I ponder and I act. I feel and I do. Then slowly bring your attention back to the room where you are. Become aware of your body. Gently move your fingers and your toes. And then if you like, you can stretch out your body, pretending to wake up in your bed. And then gently bring the knees towards your chest and roll on one side of your body. Take a moment to awaken. Then push yourself up to a sit so we can end the class together with a bow. Come and sit up, hands in front of your heart. Close your eyes one last time and think about the short story for today. That in yoga we always want to be in balance, and today the story was about either thinking too much or doing too much, and you would like it to be in balance. So with that intention, bow forward and slowly come up. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you have a great day, and I hope to see you again next time. Bye.